wabobona so matches ne also but and they be discussing these Tuesday matches akofi eba so a enya sem ketwa now maybe say shem common as say they am here no free Real Madrid.
Okay.
Now when you look at Madrid game na 8 p.m. and you men eba so at the Giwi Stadium or Bergamo. In fact, Madrid for na kodru Bergamo kronim. And as we all know, a Hona game na eba so. In fact, some of you the traveling squad, any players are available for this very game Kofi enya sem ketwa. The good news for Madrid then is Enei Abranti and the Vini Junior is back. And Kofi, you cannot afford to miss a player in the shape of Vinicius Junior because currently, when you look at the league table, after match day 5, Real Madrid sits at a very dangerous position, 24th. The last qualification spot out of the 36 league phase format and also. And now, it tells us that they cannot slip further down. And it's a whole game like this. Now, who could share Atalanta Bergamasca, who are in very huge form. And this is our check table format now. You will see, say performance among the other the PSG win na do to pay. Now, Atalanta at the 5th and Omo unbeaten. Real Madrid at 24th last scored 24th. Now, aside the 24th position, Atalanta are in our last 9 games. In all competitions, 9 wins in a row. And the catch on and say, team now, Real Madrid, they're in a very good shape. Final to chain. And they Madrid game win. The good news is Vini Akwaaba. Because he himself, and they say, oh, why, and a GDA, our Madrid team. Because all the other players, yes, it be impacted, but and to say Vinicius, how are we impacted Real Madrid team, no? And looking at the miss after one year injury, no, Madrid 4 games, I'm lose 2, including the last Champions League against Liverpool. Now, we are talking of Real Madrid in 5 Champions League matches, and Madrid they lose 3. And at this juncture, Madrid they lose this very game. Makasa 3 games now can say Madrid person more qualifier, not even in the top 8, no, but among the 24 teams, they need to at least get 6 points out of the 9 now can. And then someone sha Madrid they be call shut tight corner, so it's good. Say Vinicius about on when him say they will be demanding a lot from him. And to the Twitter, I know posting the 7 is back. On no posting the picture the 2 or say the number 7 is back. Look at it. Or say 7 is back.
Yeah.
And or this salute at 2 and on one Twitter handle. And ya no kwa all training or posting wa IG at the Giwi Stadium and rap. It tells you sampa on him say a lot and a Real Madrid ever expected. And here is the Giwi Stadium. Time at Alba Park and it's on him sampa. He is going to be the guy, the difference maker, and everything in this game. And then you make 8 p.m. Uefa phone him the caliber of who Vini is. It was almost supposed to Vinicius are ready or prepare for this very game. In fact, and yet where football happy. Say Vinicius back. Her Madrid fans, them are reporters, Madrid zone here. How much posty he is back. Do you know why? Because baby a Madrid that can coffee. So we are Madrid. Oh, Madrid, they ever qualify Madrid. When you ever so Madrid, it is Sevilla bar is a very positive news.
9.
This is
8.
Newspaper AS marker are posting in there. And no play. And no more say failure is not an option. Into a post Real Madrid team now, or Munya team to go training we are coaches no more Kasan and Makufi. And at the Giwi Stadium, baby a game never cost a Bergamo. Man replace Niger center circle and now coaches no more Kasa. And no AS marker they are here air cash and say failure. It's not an option, because what are 24? Who go fail? Over got 20 saying, and any position below the 24th, Madrid and qualify. No. Now Madrid boy we are cut 2 games. Salzburg, away, and the last game will be against Brest.
Yeah.
Brest and also be ready here because Lille, a French team to say Brest or share Madrid. And you see, where some Madrid team share said they be money better for qualification. Now this is where it all started. Madrid season Nase against this same team in the UEFA Super Cup. Madrid 2-0. In fact, Mbappe share first goal. And no bien him say be koye at the Real Madrid season no because UEFA Super Cup umpodi. But season is in the league. Madrid then perform it to the level of be expected. In the Champions League, the gap between Atalanta and Madrid is 19 places gap. And the Atalanta for no, they look very strong. And Omoko this very game. And this is how the Nyoma Kodiagra, you will find yourself wanting in this huge game. Now, one thing that every Madrid fan ever hope, the personalities are Madrid ever presented, because who say team they arrive here, now Rodrigo goes account. And the Chelsea Madrid were the option of Rodrigo goes, Vini and Kylian Mbappe. The good news for Madrid once again is that first Jude Bellingham is share go now. Say in the form they idea was through, and this is his arrival Andra Bergamo. Nicheninti and they say Marca funny posted this very picture. Say Jude Bellingham just like the Peaky Blinders. Or mom we TV series in Peaky Blinders. Thomas Shelby any do money no. And an call for now no. And Omodi Bellingham akwa to omachi. Eddie Mbappe no mafra because Bellingham is wearing the hat. Now this is also a message. The entire message ni say Peaky Blinders no. So who hears our TV series now you know. Say no mu adwuma ye. Na ekon kese na do omanim. They needed to strategize fight even though almost suffer. But at the end, Thomas Shelby ebe supreme. So it is something that is portraying the very huge task ahead, which requires deep thinking, smart move, any just say yokodro home. You get it? So this is some message AS Marca so I try to portray. Say Abrantia and the Jude Bellingham say Peaky Blinders are almost TV series because against Atalanta Ejumana so. Now, the entire Ejumana so. Yaka the form of Atalanta. And don't forget, in the Serie A this season, I say highly competitive, with Juve, Inter Milan, AC, Lazio. Talk of all the top teams, Atalanta are the first. And San Napoli after 15 games, Atalanta Bergamasca with 34 points. Omuna share the most goals in the Serie A. So they are one team that looks very strong with this same tactical genius, Gianpiero Gasperini. Now, meaning Atalanta they from Canesi, Shaq Kolasinac, Barajim City. Omune team ne there a honor problem kakra bi wo. Defensive unit, But when you come to the midfield, Ederson has been very consistent and he is a top class midfielder. Only experienced Martin Deron and Ebo. And to more that robustness, the energy to battle any midfield. And because Omo Ebo air back training, always Omo enough numbers when it comes to the midfield. Now with the attack, Omo the luxury of Ademola Lookman, Abrante and Derek Charles de Catela, who has scored 6 goals in the last 5 matches, and he is in very good shape. Omo Matthew Rategi, and it's all team Nankasa. I know shit. Madrid will have to be aware because they are coming for vengeance. Madrid shall move 2-0. And this time round, a Madrid team na emre Obianim, Atalanta for who say more confidence on Madrid because they are scoring and Madrid for no look jittery. Defensive wise, they can prevent opponent from scoring. In almost every game, Madrid are conceding. So it means that say the Ademola Lookman, Matthew Rategi always air threat. They know say the moment Omer courageous, Omer ready this game against Real Madrid. Now, Madrid will advantage because three back for no. If you know how to utilize half spaces, you are good to go. And yes, Isaac Hayne. Isaac Hayne is a very strong, Swedish centre back. Or a very strong and or height. In the banner who are draining bully in the idea. Just experience any genius work now bet me the beat, And Madrid back front trainer in Rodrigo, Vini Mbappe. Bet me a year Barajim City, Shaq Kolasinac, ni Isaac Hayne, Muho Jumadie. But you need to be on top of your game. Midfield. Madrid have Vini Junior. Jude Bellingham. Madrid Benya Fedi Valverde. Madrid Benya Chomeni, who is back. But so share this robustness any midfield now the same thing Atalanta be try so almost this so Madrid will have to be a perfect team in trying to win this very game. And yes sir, because Real Madrid are conceding goals and they are not to be trusted. Me game with one thing that I see before the prediction comes, both teams to score. I've been saying this. Say a lot of portals, including one of the highly respected predicted apps, whoscored.com. I'm predicting 2-1 for Atalanta. Wow. And the top sites in the Brinokra, and with GDS a game where Real Madrid best lose. And it's not an easy game at all. Now, Maka the form of Bellingham. I believe say Mbappe interview during the week about what time is supposed to give him relief because Okansim Bebrea na aye room wache. And the answer man relief in making sure so be deliver. Yeah, no go. Baby, or the born far wide. That Trivela pass from Madrid. No Katum was superb. Madrid were on top of their game, and it was good. Say Bellingham so go because Bellingham in the Uefa Super Cup against the same Atalanta. No, he was by far the man of the match. But Mbappe, put that aside. So where the general game or assist here, the work rate, the movement, the BB, and this time on the FIFA Pro 11. No, when you now woman Mbappe, Vini, Bellingham money at the end. I bet carry more job on me and the last to give them that motivation and good momentum. Coffee game where there, I know she, men Canada. It's not an easy game at all because Atalanta for they know how to hit you on a counter. Menka Sanchez. This is a game that looks difficult to predict. But baby, I'm mad at the Kikakoro. You know, Munina, so me where they know me. That I say. So Mungo and the United, we got 2 hours a day. The last time you could do 2 hours a Chibeba Amfa. But still, you said, Jim. But through they are away or draw. I don't think Madrid will lose. So, safe now, Madrid at least away and also Benya draw. I was a game with. Now, another huge game, so 8 p.m. Let's come on, Chi and over 5:45. Leverkusen, Inter Milan. 2 tactical geniuses. And these 2 coaches in Alonso and Simeone Inzaghi. Nkomo before the match, every game ne prepare. At the say the game you expect to say because Leverkusen in their last 3 games our Champions League in fact almost say bad game we move with a very good shape because on the last 5 matches they've won all. Inter Milan on the other hand and so I'm making sure say consider even a single goal in the 5 matches the second draw only 1 game against Man City where it had. After that, Omar winning all the matches. Currently, Omar got 13 games unbeaten. Said the year in all competitions. And when you talk of Simeone Inzaghi, any Inter Milan team now, Omar was very good form. Omar got a very good shape. And coach this season, I a rotation in the team now on more static lineup. But every game will rotate. Yet results they remain the same. They are winning matches. They are winning games. Fortunately for him, our one outstanding game in the Serie A about the second. It tells you the strength of Inter team, no. And Oba with the backdrops and the last game were winning 3-1 against Parma. And then when you look at this Inter team, almost traveler call by Leverkusen a FIB arena hodie, but they are very resolute side. Interestingly, 2 teams in a bought 3 back. Bought 3 back, and with a 3 back approach, coaches me and watches or winning you soon. And then on best shine said that me about parking and so. Now why no betting a young corner? Now, is the return of Hakan Çalhanoğlu of this same Leverkusen team and about AC Milan before say all switching to the rival club Inter Milan. But this time when he's going to meet the Leverkusen that he left them, but a strong Leverkusen side. Fortunately for him, only Leverkusen team wins. So, what can I say? He's happy. He feels a bit emotional seeing the former staff and the workers. But opinion said this current Leverkusen team is a strong team and they play well. They have a great manager. This is Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Alonso, I got the same thing about Simeone Inzaghi. Inzaghi say Alonso's Leverkusen no, a perfect manager. So managers say they have to be on top of their games. Last season, Leverkusen won the Bundesliga. They went unbeaten. Last season, Inter won the Italian Serie A. So these are strong teams to Amobebono. Now, when you look at the squad on the field, I expect to say they make a difference. No? On the part of Inter, where he has Sky Sports, predicted lineup. Now, Usha lineup no more. The traveling squad featured a lot of players. But Obi to say Denzel Dumfries, unze flu. The Real Madrid keeper now under Champions League final nibi. And then aside Denzel Dumfries, Abrante and the other Francesco Acerbi, and also Enkaho. So we players now only 2 players per NMSA. But when you look at the options, coach in a while, or a lot to choose from. Now this is Sky Sports because no Acerbi, no Dumfries. Abrante and the other Yansoma definitely will be imposed. Now Bisek Ebebo, Bastoni Ebebo, and Stefan de Vrij back 3. Abrante and the Matthew Damian will come in replace of Denzel Dumfries. I don't know why Sky Sports call for Carlos Augusto. Now, very good, but there's a Federico Di Marco. He's the best left wing back by far. And then he's part of their main creators in the team, even though a left wing back. And the main also a fitter, he should be the option. I understand. So I'm rotating team because I'm say Simeone Inzaghi rotation. That is the reason why Damien Barella is fit, Mkhitaryan is fit, but I'm call for Hakan Çalhanoğlu playing against his former side, Peter Zielinski, and then Davide Fratesi. And attack, there is Lautaro Martinez who is fit. Now, and Shedan as expected, but I'm feel say Marcos Thuram Mediterranean and the best starting game, but I'm more luxury of options still our attack. It means that the rotation a coach ni di Simeone Inzaghi and as Sky Sports feel there. I think this team so one strength be and count no bonus say we beatable. And so when the way Leverkusen scores now the team will qua maybe and consider first goal so far this season in the Champions League. So I'm about this lineup but o change dia bibia betima sasa. You see Marcus Alonso problem no obe experience abra wo share big teams because always on a smaller class crab obe attack baby obe show but o consider and football so you have to think about your defense first before you find a way to attack and look for goals because when you are playing against top teams say Inter who are very resolute well balanced team no man show first say there almost last minute no abetina onte. And the Alonso will have to be careful. This is a game that I think, considering all other factors, upon the Obiaka, yes, I'm happy. So from vet, fit, no form. I mean, Adli Nume Pra, and Patrice Chike Pra, yes. But from vet in the Champions League, Unim said the last 5 matches, no, my boy, 3 of them on the show opening goal. And he's on form. Vet has been helping them a lot. So vet leading the attack, Omo in Medford, Omo Andret, Omo Abrante and the other Ganijaka. Ombe Fifi na yetek, wing backs and also creators in Alex Gramado and Jeremy Frimpong. What team a lot, but you have to be well protected when it comes to your defensive shape. And the other Edmond Tapsoba said you are no one can say they will need to win this game. No, and also yeah, you many be a and yes, they're in a very huge problem. I think my win or draw size with Inter Milan, even though Leverkusen are playing at home, but Inter team draw it gives them that confidence. So I think Inter won't lose this game. Now. And no make be say Girona for na san o mati machine pesika no me pese Liverpool for na hwe o mo pa Liverpool team no worth watching. And once again 5:45 sa game no minimum say a lot of people be pay bia because how exciting a Liverpool looky league they are on top form on top of the league. And it's Lord Champions League a 100% record 5 out of 5 15 points we're winning every game in fact the last Champions League game or Real Madrid 2 motivation be na change Real Madrid share Girona trainer so Girona ni form Liverpool form Liverpool players share goals Mo Salah Darwin Núñez Gakpo almost share goals Luis Diaz now Girona for no crowd boy Ama crank ye. Enfo say ye home ana eya away no. They are conceding. Unim say this season Liverpool, I don't remember game or boy or moon share 2 or more goals. So mabo game this season. Liverpool and share 2 or more goals. Just say be from game no lose Forest no. Yes, they are 2 or more on there. So it means that Girona for no, they should get ready. Liverpool are going to win this very game. Other predictions and the so na Yamoboso MT4. Now Dynamo Zagreb and Celtic. Zagreb we unu say Celtic are the favorites. Zagreb both yes, but Celtic for me favorite because Celtic for no more goals compared to Zagreb. Okay. So our side with Celtic for say this game in Ankasan is likely they are going to win this game. So I think Celtic away or draw and now Celtic for no away team to score. Okay. Brest the PSV are involving. So that game we can say goals so I na any goals. Who can say PSV are novena? I know muti akote because Brest strong. Fa strong pa. This is they have been playing well but last 2 games in the Champions League name ko ye. Who goes to Ariana game way there? Yeah, avoid. Me who there home pick. Okay. But home team handicap too. Just say BB then was arguing. Sport in a crowd Brugge. So I'm pesi esika game with all other teams being over 1.5. I was saying Sport in a crowd Brugge. Lives again Villa. Huge game. Villa for no betima ko 0-0 draw o betima twe 1-1 draw Leipzig for ni form but omon sign a obeka se Villa be show mo o ka se Leipzig so be sha handicap 2 for home side Leipzig. Okay now Salzburg ni PSG mempe Kovitago Dembele had the red card. PSG were winning 1 game of the 5. The last 4 on winning. In fact, if you know my PSV, I know we munyi na abafio abeshana. And Luis Enrique is in huge trouble. Now coach is so see the match be more benchmark. Say one win here be pamwa. Say players ne pese e pamwa. Omediwa bro. Kane Lee, Bradley Barcola and Gonzalo Ramos and lead the attack. And the misro because Salzburg get in form. Oma sapa. Oma win 1 match of the 4 Oma lusu. But Oma bo fie. PSG for no Oma she go kra na trawan. Me the game we mempe. Because also the sense Bayern ne Shakhtar Donetsk. Yes, I know Bayern were injury concerns. Bebre which one me the bibi na ma. Bayern were injury concerns bebrebe. What I say? Goalkeeper cry say na mfia kobu. Minim so mayi di kobo oba fufuro so what is say manoni and mfiabu nti ono ne mete the rest of the season. Okay, put that aside. Other players bebre out of this very game, but this is Bayern. And at this juncture 15th position there, I think they will try and win this game because Shakhtar Donetsk for omuni home Ombo wa Germany wa nti ma Bayern na te so obo fie so I go Bayern win. Now mama mo code ba kono na fe ba kono mo fa wo Facebook
ba kono aka mo na Facebook na